Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the brand new Texas Lottery $20 Platinum Millions ticket. This is part of the February 2024 series of tickets coming out in Texas. And this one is actually not even out yet, so I'm able to get this out a few days early. So here we go. This is a number match game, and there are three multipliers you can find. You can find 5x, 10x, and 20x on this game. Now here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the Texas Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 3.66, and it looks like you can win anywhere from 20 bucks up to $1 million. Now looking at the rest of the prize structure here, nothing too crazy stands out. I mean, $1 million is kind of a cheap top prize for a $20 ticket, and you've got 1 in 2 million odds. So you definitely see the Texas Lottery, being cheapskates here on this top prize for sure. Now, we do need to talk about taxes. In Texas, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 24% in taxes. I don't view that tax money as part of the value of a game. And so that is going to affect how I view the top two prizes. So instead of what you see on the screen here, I'm going to view these top two prizes as $15,200 and then $760,000. Now, with those adjusted prize amounts, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 74 and 75%. Now, this is way over the 70% minimum that we look for all tickets. So we'll see how this compares to other $20 tickets as we go through the video. But we do need to mention that the 74% does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not a lot of people are going to be winning, which means very few people are actually going to see a 74% payout on this game. And so what we want to know is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning those top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $200 prize level. And so if you're just an average person with average luck, when you do win on this game, you're going to expect to see a prize somewhere between $20 and $200. Now, at the $200 prize level, there is a split. It's about 77 to 23. So about 3/4, 77% of these $200 prizes do fall here in the bottom 99% of prizes and are available to all people. The other 23%, though, are going to be included here in the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really hard to hit. So if you want to know the odds of hitting a top 1% prize, look at the overall odds, move that decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and it's about 1 in every 366 tickets that would have a top 1% prize on it. So you're in, way over $6,000 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. And when you are lucky enough to hit one, it's probably going to be $200. So that's important information to know if you are thinking about playing this game. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these, subtract it from the payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout comes in between 68 and 69%. Now, this is a pretty high payout for a bottom 99%, for the bottom 99% of prizes. I say that, when you get up into that 70% range, it's like a really, really good, really strong payout for the bottom 99%. But 68 is pretty good. It's way over the 60% minimum that we look for. So again, we'll see how this compares to other tickets here in a few screens. Now here on this page, we are kind of watching the increases and decreases in Texas $20 tickets. And you can see the Texas $20 ticket category is a very volatile one. So you have to be careful about which $20 tickets you're playing, because you can get really ripped off with the $20 tickets in Texas if you're not playing the right ones. Now the Platinum Millions data point is all the way over here on the right. So there was a pretty big bump in value from the previous ticket, the 200x Power Blitz, which was a horrible $20 ticket. So it is nice to see that huge bump in value. However, you can see there are going to be several $20 tickets with better value than this one. So if you've got better $20 tickets, those are the ones that I would recommend playing. Now, if you are playing $20 tickets in Texas, here at the top of the page, you see in green the best ticket in every category or every column. If you're playing for overall value, the $85 million explosion ticket has the highest payout that we've seen from a $20 ticket in Texas. If you're playing for odds, $1 million Lotteria has the best odds we've seen. If you are a more conservative player and you like to hold on to as much of your money as possible, the $85 million explosion ticket had a 71% payout for bottom 99%. So that's a very friendly ticket to the average player. And then if you're more of a high roller and you're looking to win a little bit more money, when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, the Jackpot Millions ticket would be the one that you would want to be looking at. And then we are also keeping track of top prizes over here if you are interested in that as well. Now here on this page, we are ranking Texas $20 tickets based on the overall payout. You can see Platinum Millions here in 7th place. So it's in the bottom half of this list. And like I said, you've got several better options for $20 tickets in Texas. And so if you are playing $20 tickets, I would, because scratchers are a losing venture anyways, I always recommend playing the absolute best ticket that you can. And yeah, you've got plenty of options other than the Platinum Millions. Here on this page, this is the rankings based on the bottom 99% payout. Platinum Millions does a little bit better here. It's a very friendly ticket to the average player. And we'll talk more about that here on the next couple of screens. Now here on this page, this is where we get to compare $20 ticket values across states. And Platinum Millions, you can see here, is in 26th place overall for $20 tickets from the 6 states we're looking at. So you can see Texas is not really competitive with what other states are doing with their $20 tickets. Not really competitive. The only state it's really competitive with is New York. Every other state, California, Georgia, Florida, and especially Massachusetts, they all are doing way, way more with their $20 tickets than what Texas is willing to do, it looks like. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be playing Texas $20 tickets. If I really wanted to play $20 tickets, look at what Massachusetts is offering, 81% value. And so, yeah, I mean, that's just so much more value than what these Texas tickets are offering. And so, yeah, I mean, Massachusetts, the two $20 tickets we've seen come out of there since starting this channel, both had 81% value. And so that is 7 percentage points more than what the Texas lottery is offering. And that 7 percentage point, that's a huge amount of money when you consider how much money goes into making just one of these games. So one scratch game could easily have 10 million tickets that make up the entire game. If you multiply that 10 million times the $20 price tag, that's $200 million for just one scratch game. And then 7 percentage points, 7% of 200 million is $14 million that the Massachusetts lottery is regularly giving its customers on $20 tickets, that the Texas lottery is basically stealing from its players. So every time the Texas lottery puts out a $20 ticket, they're basically stealing $14 million from their citizens. And I say stealing because the Texas lottery does not, they're not transparent with the values, with the payouts of their tickets. They just expect people to buy whatever they put out. Just trust them. Just trust us. And it is a mistake to do that because the Texas lottery is just stealing you blind. I mean, 81% from Massachusetts. That's not a good payout when you think about, I mean, just think about gambling. 81%, that's not a good payout, but 74% is horrible. So for a $20 ticket. So yeah, it's Texas lottery not doing a good job there. Now here on this page, this is where we get to compare that bottom 99% payout. And here is where I kind of wanted to make a comment. 68%, you see these Texas tickets kind of all clumped up here in the top 13. And I think this is a very deceitful thing for Texas to do because these $20 tickets coming out of Texas, they have a they're very friendly to the average player, but then the overall value is not very good. And so that is a very scammy and deceitful way for a state to make its tickets seem a lot better than they are. And that's totally what Texas is doing here. The Texas Lottery knows what they're doing. They know this is deceitful, and just shame on them for doing this. I mean, it's good that the value is good for the bottom 99% of players, but if they're going to do this, they need to have a comparable overall value, and they're just not. They have a low overall value, high value for the bottom 99%. So this is definitely not the ticket that you would want to be playing, because there's not much value in the top 1% of prizes. So you want value in both places. Now here on this page, this is just a little more context as to how low the values of Texas $20 tickets are. We had a $2 ticket come out in Georgia recently, 75% payout. That's more value than a $20 ticket coming out of Texas. That is humiliating for Texas. For a $2 ticket from another state to have more value than the $20 ticket from your state, humiliating. We had a $5 ticket come out in Georgia recently, 77% payout. That's a way more value than this $20 ticket coming out of Texas. Massachusetts, $10 tickets regularly have 80% payout. That's over 6 percentage points more than what Texas is doing with its $20 tickets. So shame on Texas. They should be embarrassed and ashamed that they can't put out a $20 ticket that beats the value of a $2 ticket from another state. That's completely backwards, and Texas needs to fix the problem immediately. Now here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets we've looked at on the channel so far. 74%, of course, is not good enough to make this list, so you can pause it and look at it if you would like. Here on this page, we have the top 36 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout. 68% is good enough to make this list, so 23rd place overall. But again, Texas Lottery is taking an inferior ticket and making it seem like a great ticket, and it is not. So anyways, that's about it for the Texas Lottery. $20 Platinum Millions. I think people are going to like this one. This is going to be a crowd favorite because it's so favorable to the bottom 99% of players, but it's not a good ticket overall. So definitely one that I would probably pass on. So that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.